your chances are winning this thing, taking it home?
Pretty mediocre.
Rumors of that last guy getting arrested by ski patrol. He wants his milk. Oh my goodness, it's a plan. Might have just fallen in love with me. No big deal. We're here with one of the legends of the hour, Max Axelrod. Came in second place for the men's division. In my heart, I had you in first because you're the one that set the energy. You were really the first one to cross, and then it was like 1, 2, 3. Your take overall on the day.
Gorgeous day out here, 75 degrees and sunny. Happy, stoked. What could be better? I mean, we're having a good time. Pond's a little cold. The jump in, the drop in was bigger than it's ever been. In the 8 years I've done it, this is the biggest drop I've had so far. But overall, it's good vibes.
We're seeing a lot of mustaches out here at Palisades Tahoe today. Do you think that that was a contributing factor to your outstanding performance
to be honest
over
with
the
you,
pond?
I wanted to put a little more gel in this morning because it was fluffing up in the wind. It was slowing me down. I needed that arrow. So the deal is this: if you're not going 40 miles an hour when you hit the water,
I think if you went handlebar, it would have been a little.
You're
bit
not
more.
going across.
You
So you got to go at least 40.
Right.
At least 40. And I was going like 41, 42. If I had the handlebars waxed down, 50 easy.
Yeah. As the pirate of Cushing's Crossing, I believe, has a sign to share with the people at home. Let's Producer Reese, he's a little bit, his virgin eyes. Just be careful with Producer Reese behind the camera.
They're definitely bleeding. I can see him from here.
The Cushing's Crossing 2023. How would you rate the energy on a scale of 0 to 10 out there?
Oh, that was one of the most lively.
Pretty hype.
That was pretty hype. I mean, that was packed. We had the weather. We had the athletes. That was a big one. That was one of the better ones I've ever been to.
There was some rumors that you were a little bit intimidated when you saw my three-piece suit. Yeah. Can you confirm or deny these rumors?
I was like, it looks like a real journalist in the house. I'm gonna have to step up my game.
Capital
I don't know.
Journalism, we call it.
Yeah, that was it. I was like, damn, that's the real deal right there. You know, this event has gotten so big that I never knew if they CNN send someone out.
Yep, CNN definitely did.
Yeah.
As a man who has his own run, we're looking at it right now. If there was one run at Palisades Tahoe, not Moseley's, that you could ride for the rest of your days, what would that run be?
Sure, the other one, my other favorite. Yeah, probably right next door, man. Shoot 75.
Shoot 75.
Or let's see, what other ones I like a lot. I don't know. That sums it up. Yeah.
Last question. It's more of a comment. As a guy who recently came out with a documentary called "The Best Skier on the Mountain," I don't know if you got to watch it.
I missed that.
Live on OneTakeMedia.com, YouTube.
I'll make sure I try
Jonny
to
Moseley, thank you for the time. I still can't believe you're a pro. I'm way sicker than you.
Good one.
Thanks so much, man.
Nailed it.
Thanks, man. I think I rocked him. I don't think he liked it. Yeah, I hate to see it. As a judge, I want to get your take on the event overall.
It was like
pretty high energy.
It was like 7 and 8. 7 to 8, somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
I kind of expect people to maybe step it up a little higher, especially there was a big drop into the pond this year.
Right, yeah.
Which for me
it
means
seemed like people need a little bit of time to warm up to the big drop.
That's a tough thing. You don't spend a lot of time skiing ponds, you know. So when you don't know what it feels like to jump onto water, sometimes people play it safe the first time. Very few people stomped it all the way across, and almost nobody tricked.
Yeah.
Off the drop into the water, and that's what I was looking for as a judge.
Massive year here. As someone who has been up here, how would you compare it to legendary years like? Even going back to 2016-17 was a massive year. 1999 was a huge year.
Yeah.
How would you compare 22-23?
I think consistency-wise, this was one of the better years for sure. One of the best.
Yeah.
1999, as far as consistency, I'm more interested in consistency than absolutely huge dumps, because huge dumps we see in the mountain, just everything, all the features disappear.
Right.
And it actually, to me, it isn't as cool as having good snow again and again, and 1999 for me was one of the best years.
I'm going to put you on the spot. This is going to be a tough one. As one of the key influencers in what some have called the greatest book ever written, Squallywood, where would you rank Granite Peak, Mainline Pocket, and the Palisades? Like, if you had to pick one on a good day, what would you go with and why? You can only lap one.
Can only lap one?
Impossible question.
Oh,
but if anyone can answer it, it's Scott Gaffney.
I guess I'd say the Pocket. So many people, a lot of my friends call it Gaffney's Pocket, because I've actually probably spent more physical time between being a camera guy and skiing laps there than anyone. I guess I just like the short, quick thrill that you get on the Pocket. Granite's got better terrain overall. The Palisades is steeper, quicker, gnarlier.
Pyramid Rock is tough to compete
But
with.
as
Did you
far
see? Your nephew did Pyramid Rock this year, right?
Yeah, when it was smaller.
Yeah.
Does
that count? Yeah. How do you count Pyramid?
Next to a lot of things this year.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Eagle's Nest or McConkey's has an asterisk.
that
Chimney
right?
has an asterisk.
Okay.
Pyramid Rock has an asterisk.
Okay, fair enough.
You
Did
know,
they still get their NAR points though?
Yeah, I don't know. NAR points kind of fade a little bit as you get into that level of snow.
Got it. Got it.
Like I skied the chimney this year with a hurt knee.
Yeah.
And it wasn't
Fest.
the, it wasn't
Fest
the
Producer
chimney.
Reese.
Wasn't the chimney,
Right,
you know.
yeah.
So you can get down stuff when there's not that much snow.
Right. There was a lot of outstanding outfits today at the Cushing Crossing. How would you rate Max's in relative to a lot of the other outfits out there?
I mean, like the commitment was there.
The commitment was
The
there,
commitment
along
to
with stash, though,
the
it's pretty
commitment
nice.
to the character was 100%.
Yeah.
I think he could have gone with a little more homemade aspects,
Yeah.
but overall, I'd say 8 out of 10. Pretty real good.
I was a little disappointed not to see any guys in three-piece suits out there. I almost went in as like a late entry
I thought
after
you were
JT
going to.
Holmes.
I
I
thought you were
probably
going
should
to.
have. It's a little bit of a miss on my end, but
There's
I think
always
next year
next
there will be a
year.
three-piece suit.
Alright.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be you?
I think so.
I think it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How would you rate a guy wearing a three-piece suit in Cushing's Crossing?
I mean, it depends.
You rated the other guy like an 8.
It depends. Like, are you gonna really bring it?
Okay.
What fabric are we talking? Are we going linen? Are
Is
we
it
going
a
like a formal
handmade-
three-piece
is it
suit?
a
Are we going
handmade
denim
suit?
daddy?
Okay, good question. This is a custom suit. This is from
looks good.
our one sponsor, Sartoro. So
Alright.
it's all customized. This is actually the wool.
It's a good fit. It's
I
a
really
real
kinda
good
wish
fit.
I really wish I kind of wore the linen today. The
Yeah,
wool.
linen was the
Linen,
move.
yeah, linen is pretty nice for
So
spring
we have a-
skiing.
we have a
linen can-
suggestion
the
for
linen can
you.
wrinkle though. The linen can wrinkle a little bit. It's a little.
But then you get wet, you go get in the water, and then it dries back out.
Okay.
Yeah, functional.
What is your costume? It's really outstanding. I like it a lot.
Thank you. I thrifted all of it, but I added all the flames.
Yeah.
So this morning, I'm a first-time jumper. I didn't
Yeah.
know that
You're outstanding, by the way. Outstanding.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But I didn't know you had to come with a costume name, so I'm sitting there like trying to fill it out, and I was like, oh God, like what does my costume even mean? Because I just thrifted it all. But like, then I landed on Disney on Ice Dropout.
Okay.
Because
nice.
honestly, I thought it represented it pretty
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Like it's a little figure skatey and
Yeah, it's like figure shady, but
Yeah.
it's not like too formal to be like a proper Disney princess or whatever you're going for.
And I also did drop out on the water,
Yeah.
so it worked out.
What was your thought process going off the higher jump or the lower jump? Talk to me about the strategy.
So I was gonna go off the lower jump. So I water skied in college.
Okay.
So I actually made the newspaper for the most jump crashes in a season.
Made the newspaper.
I made the
That's pretty good.
newspaper.
Made the
Yep.
newspaper, yeah.
Most water ski like jump crashes in a season, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go off the left so I can skim it and pop it and
Yeah.
go. Yeah, so I can like do a little curve, and then everybody up there was like, no, you gotta do the middle. Everybody
The
who was
middle.
making
There
it.
wasn't middle. It was either right or left. No.
No, there was right, left, middle.
Oh, there was middle. Okay. I must not have been watching. I don't know.
So I did the middle, and I was super, I did a little backseat, and I really like dropped out. I
Yeah.
did a little nice little.
Ran out of steam a little bit there.
Yeah.
Backslap is cool though. It might have been minus a few NAR points, but
Yeah.
but
Honestly,
you
if I
still
had-
were out there.
If I
You still were out there. You still brought the heat.
Yeah, definitely. If I had 8 more tries, I probably would have made it.
8 more tries. What was your thought process as far as going on the higher jump or the lower jump when you were crossing the pond?
There was no thought process.
No
There
thought
was
process,
only
just
one
like-
option.
Yeah?
The big jump.
The big jump.
Yep.
Yeah. You came up all the way from SoCal today. What's the snowboard and surf culture like in SoCal versus NorCal?
There's a lot more snow here right now, but it's basically springtime all the time in Southern California, and it's just this spring stoke level right now up in Tahoe. So we're dreaming.
Right. How would you rate? So you're based in Truckee. How would you rate the energy at this event overall? I mean, it's been a super fun day out here. I don't want to be a little bit too biased, but as someone who participated in the event, how would you rate it 1 to 10?
9.2.
9.2. Yeah.
9.2, dude.
Outstanding.
It doesn't.
Outstanding.
It gets different in other locations, but it doesn't get better.
Yeah. Sing, how would you rate your performance out there on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm gonna rate it at right about a 9.5%.
Yeah, I think you did good. I think you did well.
Yeah, I did really well. I came about.
You made it all the way across. Am I right?
I came very
You were
close.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah, I
just,
sank.
You just ran out of steam right at the end. That was classic.
I got slammed by a snowball directly in
Oh, right, yeah.
in the neck.
Oh.
It was a slight distraction.
Traumatic experience.
Nah, not traumatic.
Okay, not traumatic.
I'm gonna put it at distracting.
Yes.
And enough just to speed check a little bit going into my entry.
Right.
And
I
so
need the replay.
I very, very closely just didn't make it all the way up onto the snow. But very, very proud of my experience. It was my first time out for a pond skim. Very, very happy with how I performed.
Yeah, I think you did well. What was your thought process going on the lower chute or the more the jump? Some people had a lot of success with more speed, catching air, and then really stomping it on the pond and getting really aggressive with it.
Really? Actually, I was surprised by that.
I was too. I didn't. That like defied physics to me. That was pretty cool though.
So I saw. I was number 36. I watched the first few people.
A lot of people struggled early.
Yeah. I watched the first about 6 or 7 athletes come down, and several of them hit the higher entry, and a lot of them spaced out. But then I saw number 4 or 5. I can't remember what her name was. She made it all the way across, and so I was like, that's what I wanted to try to replicate.
Right.
And then also, because of my distraction, I took a weird kind of arcs trajectory through the pond.
That really should have been more points for you. There really should have been more points.
It would have been, but I didn't have quite the speed.
Scott Gaffney was a hater. Scott Gaffney hated on you. Sad, really.
Yeah, it was what it was.
You emceed the hell out of that event. How would you rate your performance 1 to 10? I give you maybe a 12 out of 10.
A 12 out of 10. You just said
You were outstanding.
You said there'd be no math. I don't understand the question. I'll give it a 9.
Yeah.
There's always room for improvement.
Always room for improvement.
Yeah, always good. Sound
Straight
system
11.
was fantastic.
Yeah.
We had Kiwis, international flavor, crashes, women that made it, snowboarders made it, skiers made it.
I was more interested in your MC skills, but that was outstanding.
Do you think there was some skill there?
There was some skill. Talk to me about the hair situation here. As a guy who's trying to get to your level, mullet-wise, I cannot compete with this.
That's gold.
This lettuce right here. Tell me about the process to growing that.
Some would say it's compensation, for I have nothing under here.
I'm sure it's beautiful.
Nothing.
It's
It's
man.
shiny. It would blind you all. It's just
Beautiful.
good. I like
I'll
dressing
believe
up.
it.
Like women like shoes and purses. I like wigs and outfits.
Look outstanding.
Period.
I was just talking to my friend who's a local. There are talks of a stream next year. Are you and I finally going to team up and MC this thing together? Me, you, Jonny Moseley. It could be the dynamic trio that Palisades Tower's been waiting for.
I love that you just threw that right out there because we're going to reel that in next year to make sure that the rest of the world can see this thing because it is the best.
That is all,
it's the best event
true.
this place has. It's
It
always
really
at the
is.
end of the year, and it's classic.
It's so sick.
Yeah.
It's so sick.
Yeah, so let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uncle Lee, you heard it here. You heard it. Producer Reese next year, man. Uncle Lee.
All it's going to take is
We're finally teaming up.
Just give me again. Give me again.
That sounds a little pungent. Palisades Tahoe, Cushing's Crossing, Pond Skim 2023. What a day, what an event. The energy was palpable. We brought it to the people. LIVE live. Jonny Moseley might be a little bit upset with me, but I think I became best friends with Scott Gaffney. What a day. We'll see you for the next one.